raising the Tobagos. We growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round hot potato. Everything is new wave. I'm with my sweetie.
Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Unc Podcast. This is episode 8. I'm your host, Damo.
Marlon FM Radio. It's your
Man,
boy
Dave. What's going on?
All
Bad
cool,
take
cool,
broad.
cool.
Bad
Look.
take broad.
this
Look,
nigga
we
said
back
bad
in
take
the
broad.
arena. Behind the scenes of the last episode, we had a little discussion and we decided we was gonna bring y'all a little something different. This episode is gonna be a VS battle. Everybody got their characters and we're gonna duke it out. And we're gonna get into y'all a little later, but before all that, we're gonna get into a little bit of news.
All right. Well, we don't got no news this week, but we got some weekly anime episode discussions. You know,
We got a little bit of news. Look, we got a little bit of news, man.
Wait,
Y'all was
who got
talking
some
about
news?
Fate. Y'all was talking about Fate last week, man, and you know, I gotta say, man,
That's not news.
I'm not ashamed anymore to say I ain't watched it. So
Okay. Well, that's what this is for, bro. Weekly anime and
You ain't
manga
watched neither
discussions.
episode yet?
huh?
Weekly anime
You ain't
and
watched
manga.
neither episode yet?
Wait, he
I
watched
did.
it. He
I
watched
watched a couple. So I watched all of what was the Heaven's Field? I watched all of Heaven's Field.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mark FM said that I needed to start Strange Fate. So I
Yeah.
started.
You want to stay up to date. You don't want to be behind because when we get
so I keep up with discussion.
when it start getting busy and folks start being like, "Oh, this shit went viral," you know, you don't want to be the one that ain't seen it. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that guy. But yeah, all right. So, I mean, I guess we can start with that since we already on that topic. You know, so Fate, Strange Fate, second episode released this week. I don't know if y'all know this, but Fate, the first episode and so episode 0 and the first episode released, I want to say like 2024, at the end of 2024, and then they stopped releasing episodes and said they was going back to like, I guess, fix animation, some other shit. Like there's a whole thing, but they held this from us for a year to, I guess, update it, fix it, whatever. And so, you know, now we at this point, we got episode 2, and you know, I mean, y'all are just not watching. I had to actually go back and watch the first, the 0 and the episode 1 again just to make sure I was refreshed. But I'm gonna go through a couple different topics with it. So first thing I want to ask y'all, how y'all feel about animation?
If this is what they held, if they held it back to do this, I'm pleased. I can only imagine what they didn't, what it was before now.
So point out, Broad. What about you? What about you, Broad?
From the episode that I've seen so far, I really enjoyed the animation of it. It kind of gives me It kind of gives me whoever did the ending episode of Demon Slayer, where
it's the same studio.
I can tell.
It's ufotable.
I can tell. I can tell because the details in like the blood and the characters, the eyes. It's really it hits hard.
So you know that first scene in episode 0 when you know, old dude summons Gilgamesh, and then the girl sets the dude on fire, and she makes like a tornado with fire, and you can actually see the tornado, like you can see the tornado spinning, like the flame spinning. It's not like a static animation. It's very like fluid, like tornado looking animation, you know. And I'm just like, that's the shit that I be loving. Also at the end of episode 0, you know, when Gilgamesh and Enkidu clash, and they start launching off they noble phantasms, and you can see each individual weapon manifest and launch off. That's the type of animation that you would expect from this series, bro, and why I love it.
It walks the line between CGI and really good animation.
Yeah.
Really thin. There's a really thin line between this looks like a video game CGI, and this is like, I don't know how they did this.
It's clean though, right?
And for people who don't know, Fate is like noble phantasms Like that's like your bankais. That's like your that's literally almost like the equivalent of like a character using their bankai. So you gon' whenever somebody using Noble Phantasm, you gonna get that top quality animation on it because you only gonna see it once, right? So when somebody pop a bankai, it's last resort. You only gonna see it once. Most folks ain't spamming it, you know. And so Noble Phantasm, that's your trump card. That's your one hit kill. You know, if you miss it, if you miss, you can't use it for a couple days. You know, like, but you know, it's
it's crazy, man. They
so,
set the bar high.
I was impressed by the humans. Like they just didn't kill them off. They wasn't just cannon fire. Like they had hands. I was impressed by the humans.
So another thing for people who don't know, so the humans is the what do you call it? The masters. You know, masters and servants. Servants are the heroic spirits. Those are the fighters. You know, but the masters are humans. But in this world, humans can use magic. They call it magecraft, but it's they call it magecraft, but it's magic. Basically, it's magic. And magic.
Were the people that was in the police station? Were they even humans? Like
those are
the
humans.
People in the police station.
So those are humans. The guy explains it in episode 1. So those are humans. It's a police force that he created to basically like police and combat like threats during like like situations like this, and they utilize basically like fake Noble Phantasms. So like those weapons that they was using were all like artificially created like weapons that house magical powers. Essentially, I guess that's the best way I can explain it. So those are humans, but they specially trained and they got special weapons.
Yeah, so, they wasn't just cannon fodder. Yeah, even though they couldn't beat Homeboy, you could tell against a lesser being they could get busy.
Yeah, and with that too, it's like for people, it's like the masters, the humans, the characters in the magecraft, like it can range, and vary, drastically in terms of like what they can do, because they can do shit like create fire tornadoes, or they can create like vacuums, like a black hole, or they can create they can enhance their like their physical abilities. You see it throughout the series, and they can do different stuff with their magic. So while a human probably can't beat a noble sorry, not noble, noble while a human can't beat a heroic spirit in most cases,
right,
they still can do a lot based on their ability to use magecraft. So yeah, so all right, so in addition to the animation, what y'all think of the story so far? Like from what y'all have seen, is it compelling? Is it interesting? Is it like, does it hook you?
No, I think it's more storytelling than I think it's more action than storytelling. The action pulls me in more than the storytelling, because the storytelling is kind of all over the goddamn place. I ain't gonna lie to you, I do not like storytelling.
Episode 0 is like introducing you to all the people. So I don't think, but I know what you mean,
bro.
I know what you mean.
Every fate, strange feel, blood work. The blade works, bro. I did not like the storytelling on any of them. The animation is what pulled me in, because I was like, kind of like, all right, I can walk away from the screen, I'm not gonna miss nothing, but then I always run back to catch the action, because that's what pulled me in.
Yeah. So I think people who fans of Fate would be compelled, because this strange Fate shit is like what they call it a fake Holy Grail war in like the first episode, like they call it a fake Holy Grail war. And like for people who know what the Holy Grail war is, like during Holy Grail war they get down. It's like a tournament of power. It's like to the death, winner take all, winner get the wish at the end. So for it to be a fake Holy Grail war, it's like how can you have a fake Holy Grail war when the goal is to win so you can get that wish at the end? So you saying you don't get the wish at the end? It'll be like the tournament of power if they said, hey, yeah, this all turned out to be fake. We don't have the Super Dragon Balls. You can't get your wish. But you just exterminated a bunch of different universes. It's like, yeah. So that's why I think for people who fans know, kind of like, it's like, oh, like, how's this all gonna go if the shit ain't real? But for people who knew, I understand though, because the storytelling, like you say, it is all over the place. It's very much they assume that you know a lot more than what you should sometimes. Like
Right.
the way they
It's
talk
been going
about the
on for a
way.
while.
Yeah, it has been going on for a while. But it's like Gilgamesh is like people assume that you know Gilgamesh, so they don't give him a backstory. They don't give him a character explanation. They just introduce you to a nigga that's extremely arrogant, and powerful,
I'm
And
kind of
then
down
you
with them
remember
not doing
David.
it.
David, you mentioned when Gilgamesh and Enkidu was fighting. You was like, are they supposed to know each other?
Yeah, I didn't even know why.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's what I said, let me ask. I'll ask when we get on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the side of I like the story because it's a palate cleanser for me. Man, we've been watching so much stuff that we still don't know the backstory between Sentence to Be a Hero. I still want to know more about some other shows that we're going to talk about later. So I feel like it's something I can put on. I could put on like 9 o'clock at night. I don't got to be locked into. I don't got to miss this or miss it. But dang, let me rewind it, man. I didn't fell half asleep. I kind of like something like that because you could just put it on. It's kind of numbing. You be like, yo, that was dope. Don't try to complicate it for me. Just let them hit. I know at the end it's supposed to be a wish and just keep it moving. I appreciate when they do things like this.
But they also add a little humor to that shit. Because you remember at the very beginning of that first episode, I'm sorry, the second episode, you remember dude was like, I can show y'all the magic trick.
Bro, so I'm trying to figure out, like, bro,
he disappeared.
The fact that they put this in America, is that part supposed to just be satire, like American satire?
Nah. So typically the Holy Grail Wars is in Japan. But this one is in America.
I get that.
Yeah,
the guns, bro. The guns. Yeah. That's the part I'm talking about.
People mention that. Yeah, I'll be on the threads on the forums and shit, and people mention that. It's like, damn, there's a lot of characters that use guns in this series.
Is that American?
It might be, man.
That is American.
That's what I'm thinking.
Very American.
It might be. It might be. I won't lie to you, but yeah.
You watching yet, bro?
Bro, I watched it. I think you watched episode 0.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm on episode 0 right now. I'm kind of on the I'm here for the hands part, but
they throw hands at the first episode.
They haven't fought yet.
Nah, the only part that I seen was when old girl was like, "Oh, you summoned me for the wrong reason," and basically barbecued that nigga.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
like 45 minutes in, you get a fight scene out of nowhere, and it's just out of nowhere. And I would say, that's what I do like about Fate is that the first little bit of action literally comes out of nowhere. It's like everybody's living it. It almost comes off like Fate is, and it's crazy I say this, but Fate comes off as slice of life. And then at the flip of a switch, it goes to shonen.
But didn't they hype it up though? Because everybody was like, "Wait, what's going on over there in the desert?" Like everybody started started noticing what's going on over there in the desert. And then these niggas is out here launching nukes at each other. You remember it was a big ass crater. And that's the funny thing is these niggas didn't even fight for real. That wasn't a real fight. That was like
that was a handshake. That was a handshake. So what I appreciate about Fate is I feel like all the Guardians that come in, they know why we're here. Yeah. So it's not like they trying to come in like, oh, why did you summon me? Like, why am I here? I can't believe. Yeah, it ain't none of that. It was like when Gilgamesh felt his boy, he was like, I'll be back real quick. Let me go say what's up. That's all it was. Let me go say what's up.
But you're right though, because they all heroic spirits come into the Holy Grail War knowing that they're supposed to fight.
We know why we're here.
They get busy at the drop of a hat. Like you say, like the minute he sits old dude, he went off to go fight him. And then what you just mentioned, Damo, when who was Broad, you was talking about old girl, you said she barbecued old dude. They jump into the fray ready. Like it don't be no type of you say,
and they don't hold back
no type of build up. Yeah. Nah. It don't be it, and then they don't, like you're right, they don't hold back. They don't do that shonen shit where I want to see your I want to test you out to see how this goes, it be all out. It be all out from the start. Anybody else would have died. Gilgamesh would have did what he did. The Inky dude. Anybody else would have died. And then episode 2, you kind of saw that happen, right? Where the old dude came and busted the police station at the end.
Mm-hmm.
These characters.
He was serious.
Yeah, and they said he an enemy of humanity. I don't even know where that's gonna go. So they said dude is like an enemy of humanity. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
that's a strong ass. That's a strong ass title.
It's subtle hints to like little cliffhangers, like oh boy that bust in the police station, like you say, who's the enemy of humanity. He just came in and started wiping people out, gave no explanation, sent assassin girl outside of the city, and like we have no understanding why yet. Mm-hmm. I appreciate little stuff like you, but okay, you're not trying to make it complicated. You're trying to walk us down. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Where was it? Technically, third episode. I'm so far. I'm enjoying it.
And dude at the end tossed his coffee on him, and that's where they left us.
Yeah. And I don't even know why I still don't know why he's so important. I know he's gonna play a role down the line.
Yeah, so every Holy Grail war got like an observer or the advisor. Like not like they there to document. They did a document.
Is he untouchable?
No, not untouchable, but you typically not. It's rules. It's rules to this shit. Like you know, like very strict rules. If you don't follow the rules, I mean, it's like sanctions. You get sanctions on you. So yeah, the guy with the eye patch is there to like observe, document, and ensure that records are being maintained of like how things go, because there's like certain families that get involved in the Holy Grail wars. That's like like say your family do some fuck shit, like, and he recorded like, hey, your family did some fuck shit during that Holy Grail war. They might snatch your family's titles. It's shit like that. So I think he's there to observe mostly, but yeah, man, I'm excited for it, but we're gonna move on because I know Broad itching for this conversation, man. This JJK Culling Game, Culling Games. Broad, what's your thoughts on the Culling Game art episode 1? What's good?
It was enough blood.
Of course.
I went into 2026. Actually, no, all right, let's talk about the episode first.
Yeah.
The hands, people. The hands that were thrown. Mm-hmm. First off, I'm gonna come at FM because he tried to earlier minimize that it was little hands thrown and it was and the disrespect. Like Chozo didn't get beat like a bongo drum in the beginning of the episode when dude hopped off the cliff, and first off in Jesus sandals.
Yeah.
And then
he got him tied first.
And got untied. And then he stepped on Chozo's foot, turned and looked at the camera.
Oh, yeah. And fixed his hair.
Fixed his hair. And said, bop, 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 bop. And then proceeds to beat his ass in the tunnel. All right. Let's also go back. You telling me if you can find something so cold as in Okatsu having Yuji at sword point in the face and it's getting rained down by demon blood on a stage, that shit was cold, my nigga. The shit was cold, my nigga. I'm here for it. And the only regret I have is that I didn't take advantage in going to go see this on a bigger screen in November. That's the only regret that I have. But I'm here for the rest of the season, and the anime gods have blessed us yet again with some of the shout out to Mappa, okay?
Yeah.
You thought you thought season 2 they was gonna flop because let's back entertainment, like get for example, all animes have a dip after a really good season. I believe when District came out, Demon Slayer took a dip at Swordsmith Village, but came back up at the Hashira training arc.
Yeah.
Yes.
They gotta have a little time to
My hero dipped. I don't. I'll give you guys. You know how I feel about my hero, but I'll give you a season where I say it. Me personally, I think it dipped after season 4, but dipped up towards the end.
Yeah.
But with this one,
I understand what you mean.
I don't understand how they didn't dip yet because
they
they
only got
outdid.
it's only 3 It's only like 3 seasons of.
I know,
JJK,
but
right? But Well, Broad,
Not yet
respectfully, Broad, you got to understand, JJK has taken some long ass breaks between seasons.
Yeah.
So they got time to cook. Same thing, So it's like Demon
season
Slayer
2 was like 2 years ago almost.
Yeah, bro. Demon Slayer was on track to be the same way, but that whatchamacallit arc, that trash arc, what was the one? The Swordsmith Village.
Swordsmith.
Yeah, that trash one. That one I think was rushed. But you remember then they gave us Infinity Castle arc. That took it's like 3 or 4 years. So I think that modern day animation, when it comes just to animation, modern day animation, the longer you take should be reciprocal to how good the animation is. And that's why JJK is still giving us A1 quality animations, because they are taking their damn time with it.
Yeah. Do you believe that it lived up to the time period
Absolutely.
that it took off?
I wish that we could get things faster. I really do. Really truly do.
Yes.
But I also am someone that's willing to wait for quality. It's the same thing with your cooking, right? If you will, you don't want your steak microwave. You want your steak cooked, on the skillet. You know what I'm saying? Like on the grill, you want it you want it cooked right. So I'm willing to wait the extra 5-10 minutes to have my shit cooked right versus having it microwaved in the microwave. And so I think that JJK can, if it's gonna take a long time for them to finish the series, because this is just Culling Game Arc Part 1, and so they gotta get us Culling Game Arc Part 2, and then after Culling Game Arc is gonna be the showdown against Sukuna, and so that probably is gonna be a 2-part arc as well. So I feel like
it's a part now where I feel like they're just taking it. I get it's okay to take your time.
Yeah.
But Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, what's good, man?
Yeah,
like,
but
you like you're getting taken advantage of at this point.
I would say that's both of those are valid arguments. Because at the same time, you don't want to rush it too much, like getting the anime. Because in order to rush it out, you got to cut some shit out. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to, and you don't want to get the anime. You don't want to get them to animate it, and you like, damn, well they left out the best part of the fight in the manga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't. But go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, because a lot of the best parts of those manga panels, those full spreads, that should take forever to animate just to get the feel of that scene. Like it would take a whole episode just to get that scene.
My thing is but I was gonna say, but they didn't do that. I was going through and I had an FM moment, and I was actually scrolling through and seeing what people saying about this shit. They actually added more to the the manga from what I heard. They add like the sense from. I heard that when what's his name? The Zenin clan dude with the blonde hair. What's his name?
Nalia.
Yeah, I heard in the scene when he was fighting Yuji and Chozo, all he did was dodge, but we didn't get that.
So, Broad, you right. You are absolutely 100% positively right that these niggas, you ever think like when you see drawings on a page on comic books or in manga, or even when you have ever in your life read a book, you visualize in your mind what you think is happening, but it's what you think is happening, and then you see that shit happening on screen, and it's like, oh, I didn't think that was how. I get a great example for me is Harry Potter. I read all the Harry Potter books before the movies came out.
I feel bad for you.
Yeah, bro. I mean, this is my childhood, man. Though, what I mean, like, I didn't read a lot of books. Now, I'll be real with you. I'll be real with the audience. I didn't read a lot of books. I wasn't a book reading ass nigga.
Bible ass.
But every time the book fair came to the school, I bought all the ones with toys in them. So I am one of the book reader. But Harry Potter got me. But I read Harry Potter, and the way that the scenes were done in the movies, not how I envisioned it when I read it, and so. Broad, you 100% right. I think that they looked at the manga and said we could do better. We can one up this, and we can add an extra little flair to it. And I want to say flair because it's really extra scenes. They added extra scenes.
This.
They added extra scenes.
I believe this.
But in your mind, if you know that fight, if you in your mind imagining that fight, you imagine that fight a lot different than what you seeing on the paper. So,
or at least shorter.
Or at least no, it ain't gonna be shorter. I ain't gonna be shorter. I'm talking about the adding the extra scenes to convey, like Broad said, like they throwing hands, like this whole now his curse technique explained is nowhere near as amazing as it is animated. The way they animated it is way better because the explanation for his curse technique is that he plans out a set of movements before time and can act them out ahead of time in advanced frames. So it's like if I said that I see you across the room and I want to dodge left, dodge right, dodge left, and then lunge at you for a punch. He can accelerate those movements. I mean, those movements because he already planned it out in his mind or some shit like that. That's how his curse network. So he can move. He's almost like he's moving at light speed. He's moving faster than you can think because he's.
It's kind of similar to old dude that had that was in the Shibuya incident in the train station that had like the photographic that could change images in his movements and retract his movements at the same time.
Yeah.
But also one more cold moment is I had to mind you each scene. It took me probably almost 2 hours to watch the whole first episode.
Yeah,
I mean first 2 episodes because there were so many cold moments, like when Chozo and Yuji was coming at each other, and it wasn't even Chozo doing the blood manipulation and shooting. It was when the narrator was saying, no, Chozo was talking and was like, it's crazy. He just went through all of this shit. And he's now become a war god. And when Yuji stood and uppercutted old dude, I lost it, bro. I lost it. I said, there's no way that this is how the new season is going to be because you're already beating the season before because it's like, all right, I'm going into the season with lower expectations because I know that there's going to be a dip somewhere. But I was like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Y'all really came with your shit, guys. You really came with your shit.
They be? What I always feel like they be doing. I'm starting to notice this even with like animation, just even American animation. Like a lot of these stuff, like these shows and stuff like that, they already have so many chapters out. And a lot of times what you get to do is when you like, okay, it's time to start animating it, a lot of people are starting to have a difference of opinion on how they want things to go. Yeah. So like that's why I'm looking like they adding like more stuff in because this stuff been happening a couple years ago. Yeah. We're just getting the animation adaptation of it. So now instead of him dodging, I bet when they came back, they was like, yo, we need to show a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Like you got time to sit on it, let it simmer. Same thing with the animation conversation that we was having. Like, yo, if you're gonna take 2 years off, your animation better be a hell of a lot better
Hey,
than what One Punch is doing.
hey, Dave, we video gamers, and you know how gaming development be. It's like they use a game development engine, and if your game development engine ain't good, it make all your game development slower. But
Yeah,
when like also not only like when your game development engine is like not good, but let's just say you want to release a game now, and then the PS was 6 is slated to come out next year, and you're like, damn, we've been developing this game for PS5 and the PS6 about to come out. So now either we need to change our development engine to fit the PS6 stuff, or we release a game that look like it's made for PS5, on the PS6, and people gonna notice because
yeah,
So it's like you run into them situations, but with animation, it's not as necessarily as bad because like you said, you can go back and you can actually fix things in animation because you're
yeah.
not using these complex game development engines where if you mess up the code a little bit, you break the code you know
Hmm.
like you can go back and you can redraw and reanimate stuff very easily.
They've been redoing that too. Even on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll, like if you go back and watch a series, some
Mhm.
some shows look way cleaner than it did when I initially watched them.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
do. I think they do actually update shows like in
Yeah,
real time because I know I've heard of some situations where certain scenes had to be removed from shit's series because of controversy. Um,
that too.
yeah,
Because I
so
know Disney Plus has been doing that with their shows. Like X-Men looks cleaner now than it did
yeah,
when we watched it.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Bro, they also did you speaking of Disney, real quick, did y'all see that they made they made a whole bunch of princesses into an anime now?
I haven't watched that series,
Is
but
it that?
I heard that it's
Yeah,
a
I know what you're
thing.
talking about.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's all like Disney, like what's the name of it? Um, it's
Because
called
everybody's gonna.
Twisted Wonderland.
Yeah,
Disney
yeah.
Twisted
I
Wonderland.
watched the first episode. I didn't understand what I was watching. They had a cat. They fought it. It was
Yeah,
people screaming. I gotta watch it again.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. See,
Mm,
I don't know.
Disney's trying. They're trying to
But,
get
but
into
yeah.
whatever.
stop
Yeah.
trying to take our old shit and remix it. um. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's a good point you bring up, Broad. Is yeah, that go back to what we was talking about before. You remember we was talking about Japan and talk about anime is like very like gives them diplomatic power. Like everybody trying to dip their toes in the anime because they don't want Japan. They probably don't want Japan to have a monopoly. Truly, Japan has a monopoly on like animated content, animated series.
Somebody gonna
Yeah.
cross the line one day. Watch, and they gonna be so mad.
Cross line like what? What you mean? Like
Like
talking
right
about
now, they have a monopoly, but
yeah.
somebody on America gonna offer them enough where one of them animator studios is gonna come over here and get that check. It
I don't
always
know, man.
happens.
I don't know, man. I think Japanese folks have been very good about not selling out.
Yeah, it
Japanese
only lasts.
Japanese folks are very loyal to Japanese,
You're
like
right. Everybody
Japan
got a
and
price
Japanese
though.
values. I mean,
Because
true.
I like what Prime is doing. Prime got some that Vox Machina and the Mighty Nine,
But
incredible animation.
I'm saying behind the scenes, we don't know, what price tags like what people do. But I feel like in like a lot of the Asian countries, they very loyal. Like China, they
Yeah,
very
I
loyal.
agree.
They're very loyal. They're not gonna sell out, to America, you know,
No,
like we think they are, unless the price is right. But I mean, like I said, I don't know what the price
yeah,
got to be, but I don't see it
that's
because
that's that's Saudi money.
because they rarely sell out to us on other things. They don't sell out to us on type of like when you remember the chip shortage, the processing chip shortage.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you remember and how shit went bad, it went left because like they didn't want to like China didn't want to sell out to like another company that was making chips
yeah.
that was partnered with America. It's a whole thing, bro. They ain't gonna sell it to us, but yeah, it's neither here nor there. I mean, it is what it is, but all right. So a couple of other shows premiered this weekend. Hell's Paradise. I watched Hell's Paradise, the new season, episode 1. I won't lie to y'all, man. I feel like with this Hell's Paradise, I might need to watch the whole first season over again because I didn't feel good. I didn't feel confident about remembering where the story was when I started that new episode.
That's why I didn't watch it yet because it's been so long. I'm like, I gotta refresh myself, and I don't want to watch a breakdown video because the first season wasn't even that long in the first place.
I want to go back and watch the first season, man. Because I got to get back in the mindset because I felt like I didn't know what was going on when I first started. So, but the animation is quality though. I like the animation for when what's his name? What's the guy's name? Gabi Maru. Yep. The animation when he uses that fire technique that he uses, that shit's like that's probably one of the best fire animations that I've ever seen. Like the colors, it's like red and pink and shit. It's like I ain't never seen nothing like it. But yeah, I like when he does that shit because it's a different look. It's a different style than you see on most animations of fire. And as somebody who loves any character that uses fire, I just seen some good animations on some fire, but I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like that, that's gas.
It ain't like Ilios's fire though.
I mean, we ain't seen that animated yet. They better not disappoint me on that shit. They better not disappoint me whenever they do decide. They better not disappoint me. But yeah, anything else that you guys watched this week that y'all want to make mention of?
Ronin Warriors.
Oh yeah, man, we forgot to discuss that, man. Hey, look, that first episode was crazy. Them niggas was singing and killing and massacring. Singing while they was massacring people. They was just singing.
It's if y'all haven't watched it, it's 35 I saw a clip of that. Years in the future. Like they literally from the end of when Ryo, Kento, Sage, and Sai, when all them when they it's literally 35 years later.
It's not even long.
Yes, the Samurai Troopers are like a special task force now.
No, you remember they said they was fake though. They were fake. Yeah, they were fake.
They couldn't even they can't even transform into the armor pieces yet. So they just have like the little under armor, you know what I'm saying, on. And these like these original dudes, like, so basically the show starts where a portal opens up and the demons come out. Like the main demon, he's singing a song. And a dude is like videotaping it. He just walks by as he's singing it, cuts his head off, blood goes everywhere. I'm like, oh,
women and children getting
I was like, that's different. I've never seen that in Ronin Warriors before, right?
Yeah, no.
And then as he's walking, you see all his minions run past him and slaughtering women, children, dogs, what's hurt, everything. Old people, they spared no one. I'm just like, oh, this is not the Ronin Warriors I grew up on, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's a little confusing because you still don't really know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Where are y'all watching this?
Crunchyroll.
It's on Crunchyroll. It's dope. I've seen a clip.
It's not called Ronin of it. Yeah, it's not called Ronin Warriors. It's called Samurai Troopers.
Yeah,
Ronin Warriors was the
the American term.
Yeah, that was the American Americanized title version, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like Power Rangers.
This Samurai Troopers is it was. I like what I saw because the brutality kept me interested, and then the story picks up at the end because the dude who cut people's heads off, spoilers, they end up capturing him because he's actually defeated. Then they turn him into a human. Like he's actually not turn into him. They take his armor off and it's a human underneath. So they capture him. He's at this special police station. I just found out the girl that's the dispatcher girl, like who kind of over everybody.
Yeah,
she's the girl from the original series. Okay. That's her older. Yeah, I didn't know that. I had to look that shit up. But yeah, that's her. So she's aware of the original Ronin Warriors.
So what happened to the original? I see. I like see. This is why I gotta watch it. Yeah, see, this is why that's the exciting thing I want to know is
so
like what happened to the original.
He caught up to the dudes that was out there fighting. He cuts everybody's hand off, but like the one scaredy cat dude. Yeah, and that's kind of how it goes off. So we don't know what's going to happen between those two yet. But that's kind of how it goes.
They spoil you by showing you the image.
Yeah, we know.
You know the image of like all of them. You know, it's like we know. Yeah, we already know how that's gonna turn out. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you though.
Yeah, they did spoil it.
it's compelling. But I be wondering, like where my boy, because you remember we was talking about Ronin Warriors, like last week. I mean, I think last week, and my favorite character from the original series was Anubis. You know what I'm talking about? The one you remember the one
evil
who
one that
they thought died, and then he came back as like a monk.
Yeah.
And then
he came back to
he
help.
came back and got his armor back.
Right.
Yeah,
he
he
became
got his
an
armor back.
ally instead of yeah.
Yeah. But his attack, I forgot what the name of his attack was. Because he had like a very iconic attack. Like the attack name. It's like
they used to spam their attacks a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah. But anything else?
I think that might have been it for anything new. Unless you want to talk Fire Force.
I didn't watch Fire Force, but what you thought about
it? It was a good start, but it was a 3-month jump. That basically after watching it, he was like, "Yo, you've been basically blah 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 for 3 months. I don't want to ruin it for Broad, but yeah, you've been kind of out for 3 months." I'm like, Jesus, and you've been having different personalities. I wasn't expecting none of that. I really wasn't. So it was. I don't want to say it was a good start because I'm not going to act like I was pleased with it, but I am interested in where the story is going to be going.
Yeah, I mean, as having been spoiled, we already know kind of like where it's gonna go or where it ends up.
I saw, just in the intro alone, I saw his one of his forms, one of his final forms for the pillars and all that. I was like, you're not supposed to put those in the intros.
Yeah, but but they kind of spoiled it for you when you find out that it's a prequel to Soul Eater.
Eater, yeah.
So I mean,
it don't spoil it that much because Soul Eater feels like outside of the same world and art style.
Yeah,
this is a different situation.
Yeah, and that's what I thought too, because I was like, man, how could this be a prequel to Soul Eater? Soul Eater is such a different type of thing. Like like Fire Force and Soul Eater almost have like no type of like overlap when you think of the power system or like the characters. Like like it don't seem like it's even connected, but you know me, I had to when I got spoiled, I had to go down the rabbit hole. I found out and I learned.
Yeah, you gotta watch
I was like, oh, I was like, okay, now I see. Now
Once you get to the end, it all makes sense as to why Soul Eater is the way Soul Eater is.
Yeah, but I'm excited though. I mean, this is the last. This is it. This is the last art. We here at the end game with that one though. So
I'm kind of glad a lot of them ending.
That's gonna be one of them ones, that kids nowadays that they be like, oh, like I was able to, finish Fire Force. You remember like back in the day, like when we thought that Dragon Ball was over after the Buu saga.
Oh, Buu saga.
At the Buu saga, you remember, God was it Battle of Gods didn't come out for a while. We didn't have.
Do y'all count? Do y'all count GT at all? I don't count it personally.
GT, but remember,
I count GT. I count
old too.
GT Dragon Ball ends they arcs, bro, as if the series is ending every single arc. Dragon Ball was supposed to end with Dragon Ball Z was supposed to have ended at the Cell arc. Then they pop back up with Gohan in school. Then we're going to the Buu saga. Supposed to end it there. Then you got GT. Goku flies off into wherever it's supposed to end there, and then we got Super. Starts all over again. So
yeah.
But I personally count GT arc because without GT arc, you wouldn't have great transitions such as Super Saiyan 4. But like they're trying to incorporate Super Saiyan 4 into the future, but for the newcomers that's never watched GT, that's kind of like, oh, where did this form come from?
It's gonna be hard to fit it too. By the way, I was gonna say Dragon Ball Super started in 2015. Dragon Ball GT ended in 1997. So, like I said, a long time between them. For us to think that Dragon Ball was over after GT, But I was gonna say about that Super Saiyan 4 comment you made. I'm curious as to how they would even fit that in. So, what I've heard is that Daima exists in an alternate timeline, but I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's coming from the official people. But Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan 4 don't match up, like in terms of You know,
Not at
because
all.
Super Saiyan 4 is supposed to be like shutting off your emotions and like letting your mind like dodge and do all the work like without like emotions. And then I don't know if y'all read the manga or y'all know about the manga.
Of what, GT
No, Super.
or Super?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been keeping up.
So y'all
I'm
know
not
that. Y'all know,
current,
yeah,
but I'm close.
but y'all know that, you know, Ultra Instinct, like the evolution of Ultra Instinct, like his next step that he take later on is like he's able to incorporate emotions into Ultra Instinct.
Right.
Like
So
you look up his natural emotions is a saying.
So, but see, it kind of does play into it because if you kind of look at how Super Saiyan 4 works, it's kind of like Super Saiyan 3 plus. Super Saiyan 3, the reason why Goku doesn't use Super Saiyan 3 why is because it uses too much ki. That's why he doesn't use it, and that's why they use like Super Saiyan God as the form that they kind of want to stick to, because it doesn't it uses God ki. It doesn't drain them as much. You know, you got a time limit on Super Saiyan 3. You can't fight as long. Even with Super Saiyan, the new Super Saiyan 4, it's got a time limit on it. You can't use as long because you'll eventually drain yourself of your key reserves and all that stuff. So if you did hypothetically swing that into Super, and he did use the rage and all that and got Super Saiyan 4, but then mixed with God, you get a white-haired form, and then you can kind of bring in the white-haired Super Saiyan 4 that looks kind of like Super Saiyan 5.
See, my understanding was that Super Saiyan 4 was a biological thing. It's like, you remember you got to have your tail. Can't do it without a tail, so you got to have your tail.
Right.
And it's like a great ape with like in human form. But you know, I feel like that don't match up with the whole concept of like God Ki, because God Ki ain't biological. That's like some shit you got to train for, and you got to like, you know, like it's the whole thing. You know,
it's like a ceiling. You reach the ceiling, then you got to break through, kind of.
Yeah, like the Super Saiyan God. You remember the original transformation? You had to do a ritual to do it. So I feel like it wasn't biological, but I feel like Super Saiyan 4 naturally is like the next step. I agree with that. Is naturally the next step after Super Saiyan 3 would have been Super Saiyan 4, biologically speaking. But from a like another standpoint, I just look at God Ki and Ultra Instinct and all that, like Ultra Ego. Those are forms you train for. You don't just have them because your biology like insists on it. Like it's like you got to train your whole life for that shit. You remember Vegeta had to unlock it on his own. Goku had to have a ritual. And then
the God Ki and the Ultra Ego, I just like that power system way better than whatever 4 was. 4 wasn't. It looked terrible to me. I didn't like nothing GT had to offer me.
You ain't like the fur, like the red fur.
Man, I hated it. I hated it with a passion.
It wasn't until I became an adult, years and years, like this Dragon Ball Super was airing at this time, that I found out that was fur on his body. I didn't know that was fur.
You didn't know that was fur?
I didn't know that. Look, wait. Let me break this down because it's funny. All right, so one, I did not know that was fur, right? 2, I did not understand that the aesthetic was meant to make him look more primal, you know, with the little stuff under his eyes and shit. And then
with the
like,
eyeliner, the black eye.
Yeah, and then the fur on
his
hand. But then you look at the Daima, right, transformation, and he got the fur on his hands like a monkey, and he got the big forearms, you know. And I'm like, okay, so it's starting to make sense to me, click more, but I didn't understand that at the like when I first saw Super Saiyan 4, I was like, why does Goku have all this red on him? I didn't understand that was fur.
Okay, question then. What did you think it was?
I did not know.
Scales.
I did not know.
Bro thought apes came in with scales.
I didn't know. I mean, I didn't think that apes had no hair on their chest, but hair on the rest of their body. I mean,
they got peach fuzz.
Nah, bro. That nigga whole nipples was out, whole chest was out.
Man, it like you could have threw a gold medallion on him, and it was terrible.
Because you can't tell me when they did the Big Bang Kamehameha scene against
Shenron.
Where'd he go? Oh, there you go. You can't tell me when he did the Big Bang Kamehameha, you wasn't at least somewhat hyped about that.
Nah, man, they turned me off, dog. It's almost like,
Damn.
yeah, it's like somebody farted in the date. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, they turned me off early in that series, man. Like
oh my God.
even just Goku turning back as a kid, I was just like, okay, I'm here for it a little bit. Pan started to piss me off. I'm just like, man,
Hey,
this ain't happening.
Look,
dog.
look.
You
I'll
didn't
tell you
like
this, bro.
Ooh?
If it look, hey, I'll tell you this. If I recommended Dragon Ball GT to anybody, I'm telling you to skip the whole situation with them chasing after the Dragon Balls. Skip that whole shit. Skip straight to when baby get on Earth.
Yes.
Skip straight to when baby get on Earth. maybe even maybe even you could watch the little end part of that arc where they, the Black Star Dragon Ball arc where they, chasing that Dragon Balls. That watch that end part where baby breaks out of his, his what do you call it? His little tube or whatever. When he breaks out, but nah, bro, don't all that going from planet to planet shit. That shit was lame.
Yeah,
I think you're frozen. Your camera frozen. FM.
My camera froze.
Yeah,
I'm still moving on mine.
Counter argue that.
Well, I guess you good, man.
I'm gonna counter argue.
What you got? What you got, Damo?
I think you should start it from the beginning.
Nah.
And the only reason I say that is because if you just jump straight into the action, you kind of kill the whole aesthetic of watching older animes from start to finish. It's kind of like telling somebody to start watching My Hero, right? It's fast paced, you got action, it's bright colors and everything, and then tell them to go back and watch something like Yu Yu Hakusho. Slow, grayed out colors, pacing is like everything is just kind of
Look, I got you on that. That's that what David just said. That whole Black Star Dragon Ball arc was trash story. Come on now. David ain't wrong.
Off of anime?
I didn't say it was good.
Turn that nigga into a kid, and then what? Pilaf and them at that. Why them niggas ain't dead? They should be. Are they not dead yet? Like,
if you want to turn somebody off, like I know people who still don't watch anime. If you want to turn somebody off the anime, tell them watch GT. They'll never, dog, they'll be like, this is what we doing. How you like me? You know what I'm saying?
You better keep the same energy doing the versus battle, dog.
So you didn't feel that nostalgia when he went Super Saiyan 4 again during Super.
Because
I like that. Look, you're not. You're talking about during Daima. I liked it. What I'm trying to tell you.
They scrap GT as a whole. Everything inside.
Yeah, just everything they did with them. Look, when Goku turned little again, I'm just like, oh, y'all trying to do it to me again.
It's a big difference, though. It's a big difference. I'm sorry to out you like this, David, but David was like, what? You was a teenager when Dragon Ball GT was airing, right?
No.
How old were you?
Early 20s. GT ended
in the early 20s when GT was going on. So
I graduated in 02.
I was probably like just getting out of elementary school, bro. So David had the resources to go and watch the shit in real time when it was happening. For me, I didn't see GT until.
How did y'all watch GT?
My first experience.
Toonami.
Okay, so my first experience watching it was on some Asian channel on digital cable.
Okay,
where there was no subs or dubs. It was just the show.
This is where my pain comes from. I went to Suncoast and like FYE, and I was buying the DVDs. I spent money on that.
You're too late.
Oh, this ain't.
That's me too.
This ain't
You're too late.
This ain't.
You're too late.
That ain't no David. That's me too. That's me too. That's how I experienced Dragon Ball GT 2. I bought the DVDs at Suncoast.
Yeah, man, that hurt my feelings.
And rented them at
haters, dog.
And the library had them to rent too. The library had Dragon Ball GT.
But when you don't got, when you don't have it like that. So you got to choose between something, you know what I'm saying? You it's Dragon Ball. I trust them. And then that's what they give you. You be like, yo, you really let me down.
Hey, that's a good point, bro. Back in the day when we had to rent DVDs.
We had money all like that.
Or you had to go and buy some of the stuff they didn't even have it at Blockbuster. Blockbuster didn't have a lot of anime at Blockbuster, but you know, you had to go to Suncoast. Like you said, Suncoast.
You had to buy it.
What's the other spot? The spot that it became FYE later, but what was it before? You remember this? You remember this story I was talking about? Oh man.
What was before FYE?
We old.
Yeah, you remember the when they sold the CDs and DVDs and stuff like that? Damn.
We old. Hey, if you from AOD.
Nope.
AOD. Watch this. If you from Birmingham, you know all about Movie Stop though. Not GameStop. Yeah. Movie Stop.
No, you talking Movie Stop. Wait, Movie Stop. I know. Was it Movie Gallery?
Matter of fact,
Movie Stop over on the east side.
To Movie Stop.
It was Movie Stop over on the east side.
You could walk like it was a door connecting both of them, so you could walk right out of Movie Stop into GameStop.
What was the video store?
They had different categories. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. It was right on the
People was cashing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They said Camelot Music, The Wall, and Record Town. I feel like it was Camelot, but man, Coconuts. That's what it was.
Coconuts.
God dog it.
God damn it. That's it.
Yeah, Coconuts, man.
That's it. Look, hey, bro. I was a frequent at Blockbuster, Coconuts, and then what's it called? What's that motherfucking Circuit City?
Circuit City, yo.
Circuit City, bro. Man, look, we old as hell. Oh man, we old as fuck. All right.
Yeah.
We got to move on because we showing our age in this bitch.
We the unks, man.
It's beyond unks at this point, bro. We talk about stories from the 90s and 80s. All right. Back when Happy Meals was $2 and shit.
Yeah, the good days.
You get a Happy Meal for $3, extra value, Big Mac meal for $5.
Yeah. The dollar menu was undefeated.
Used to be $1.
All right. So now we're about to move on to the main event of the show. We are going to do a versus battle type of situation. I'm gonna explain the format.
Go search.
All right. So these are going to be 1v1 battles. And the location for the battles would be Tournament of Power Arena. So another dimension, large arena. They can go free for all out, no restrictions. Fight to the death, so on and so forth. And so each of us have picked 5 characters across 5 different categories, or 1 character per category. And we're gonna have them battle it out with each other. And so we're gonna start off with our first category. Also, I'm about to transition the scene so that y'all can see in real time some of these people that we're picking. All right. And this is also not the exhaustive list for y'all looking. You know, I'm gonna add some stuff to it. But all right. The first category that we chosen is going to be the Battle of the Mightiest. These are the niggas that are at the top of the power scaling of any given series. These are the niggas who define strength. Their win-loss ratio is overwhelmingly skewed towards the wins. They rarely lose.
That eliminated Goku automatically.
That's
because he loses a lot.
That's a good point. Yeah,
just let the people know.
Yeah, I gotta let the people know. So that is who the Battle of the Mightiest is, and so I'm going to let Damo talk about his guy first.
We're gonna pick the milk dud champion Saitama from One Punch Man. Way more W's than L's. Let's start that out. He is when you think plot armor, Saitama has the most plot armor of any protagonist I've ever seen. He will not lose. We talking W's all around the board. He's fighting. He's fighting against planetary threats, universal threats. It does not, and he don't have to really train for it. Man did a couple push-ups and sit-ups, and now all of a sudden he can fight the universe. What you got?
Well,
what you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? All right, Brad, you next. Who's your guy? Who's your guy? Hype him up, hype him up, hype him up.
Let's go, Brad.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have come here today to determine who's the mightiest of these four that these individuals have brought up. And I'm here to tell you, though D has brought up great cons of his person, Saitama's ordinary punches are great. It's far beyond anybody that we can know. But
you talk about your guy now. When we try to hype up Saitama, who your guy is.
But could he still withstand someone? Let me bring up the stats. My bad. My person is Rimuru Tempest. You're literally talking about a person that is immune to physical attacks. That knocks Saitama right off the board. He's immune to magic. He's also able to stop time. He also is allowed to control minds. Let's also not act like the very first episode, he literally swallowed one of the most powerful beings in the kingdom, and absorbed his power, the powers for themselves. And then after that, he swallowed the second and third mightiest beings of each kingdom and developed their powers for themselves. So it doesn't matter the jury. Let me address the jury. It doesn't matter who any of you guys bring to the table. Rimuru Tempest will swallow them whole literally.
Jesus, pause.
And absorb. Pause.
Yeah.
It's like a swallow. What?
Swallowing everybody.
Hey,
we didn't sign up for that.
Hey, what did TD Jake say? What did TD Jake say?
Yeah.
Swallowed up.
That's crazy.
It absorbed their powers. And
that's only if he can get near him, though, right? He got to still get up on you.
Pause. What is it?
Y'all being real sketchy over here, man.
The defense rests his case.
Yeah, y'all some sketchy niggas.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Swallowed up.
Y'all some sketchy niggas. All right, David.
Mine's.
You got.
I ain't gonna look. I'm going with Sun Jin Woo easily. I feel like his was simple. I've seen Rimuru do some stuff, but later on in the series, when it comes to solo leveling, man, I still don't think he's touching Sun Jin Woo. Either same thing with Saitama. Even with his plot armor, I still think he'll fail eventually.
Okay.
They don't have the speed. That whole Rimuru and extra dimensional swallowing, it ain't gonna work on. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work on.
Did you just say extra dimensional swallowing?
Yeah, because you know, like when they
Bro,
go inside of you,
it's sketchy, bro. He a eater, bro. He a eater.
Dirty.
Yeah, that ain't going.
Bate boy.
Man, Sun Jin Woo, he reset time. Like he just didn't stop time like Rimuru. He reset it. He reset their whole universe. That's a little different. Okay. Saitama can't do that either. Because all he got to do is just go back to when Saitama ain't had no powers.
But see, in order for that to happen, he got to take a little bit of damage and then recover from it. If Saitama swing a punch, and Saitama don't even have to hit him. He swing a punch, he can eviscerate that entire area. If you gone, you gone. That's it.
Yeah, but you can't hit Sun Jin Woo.
Wait,
once
hey, we ain't at that. We ain't at that part yet.
My
we ain't
bad.
That part
yeah,
yet.
you gotta do yours.
Y'all can't argue y'all guy yet. All right. So my guy. All right. So I'm about to try to multitask while I'm adjusting this thing. But my guy is the one and only Kenpachi Zaraki. The 11th Kenpachi. Okay. For people who don't know what the Kenpachi is, the Kenpachi is one of the strongest soul reapers in Soul Society at any given time. Typically Kenpachis are strong physically, and so they have overwhelming strength. Kenpachi Zaraki, to my knowledge, has only legitimately lost to two people in the entire series. He lost to Yuak and he lost to Ichigo. And really didn't even lose to Ichigo for real, because he was playing with him. So, with all that being said,
is it Walk the lady?
Yuak is the final villain. He's Quincy.
No. We ain't gonna sit here and act like he ain't got his ass kicked by old lady, the former what's her name before she was like the former Kenpachi before he actually had to destroy her.
You talking about Unohana?
Yeah,
no off-camera losses though, not off-camera.
That wasn't a loss. That wasn't a real fight though. You remember that was the what you call it? She was trying to.
You know what's crazy?
That was training. Are we counting training battles in this, or we talk about real fights?
You know what's crazy? What's crazy?
What's crazy?
Your person still took an L. Mine didn't.
Bro, wait a minute. We ain't even at that part yet. Because I could argue. We can argue now, but I'm saying we ain't at that part yet. Anyways, before you interrupted me. All right, so yeah, Kenpachi Zaraki, one and only Kenpachi. His feats. So during his fight with Grimmy, I think was his name, Grimmy Thoreau, something like that. From he's a Quincy. Grimmy sent him to he sent him to outer space. He opened a rift in space, sent him to outer space, and Zaraki was able to break through time and space, I guess, essentially, to break out of it, and he survived in a vacuum. So one, this nigga can survive in the vacuum of outer space. Second thing, Grimmy sent down a meteor onto Soul Society, a meteor the size of Soul Society. If Kenpachi Zaraki would not have cut it the way he did, it would have destroyed everything. He sliced it. He sliced the meteor now. So those are really two of just the easiest ones that I could pick out. I mean, of course, he has other feats. He was able to beat somebody that took away all his senses. So he doesn't need his senses to fight. He can fight without sight, sound, hearing, or smell. What else? I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. So first up, we're gonna have Broad versus David. Rimuru Tempest versus Sung Jin Woo. Y'all go at it.
I'll let you go first.
No, you got it, brother. Because mine is self-explanatory. Go ahead.
Outside of your plot armor, yeah, there ain't. I mean, we all know slimes ain't supposed to be even half as powerful as they made Rimuru, but Rimuru had to absorb all his power to become what he was, and he had a lot of near misses. Like what was the last girl I saw him fight, man? If she would have did her move right, she would have beat him. He even told her that. And then it all got stopped, like right at the end when those other monks showed up. And then, he resurrected this girl and all that. I'm like, So for me, I'm going with Sun. I can easily go with Sun Jin Woo. Just even reading the end of the manga, Rimuru still ain't even reached those feats yet. Now, I don't know where Rimuru was going to reach because I didn't read the manga, but from where we are right now, he's very earthbound.
Right.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead with your swallow.
So obviously, even without the plot armor, like you still it's still the fact that you can't physically harm Rimuru. You still can't get over that. And then at the same time, you brought up a good
But he's
point.
been hurt in the series.
He has been, but my thing is his recovery speed is probably considering the fact that he has a limited amount of storage inside of him, and he can heal himself as much times as he need to with those potions.
He need to.
That sounds just like Sun Jin Woo.
But hold on. The one thing about Sun Jin Woo that you did not give him as much as I love Sun Jin Woo and his powers, you also have to understand that Sun Jin Woo has been halfway defeated multiple times. Think about every time that he's been inside of those training facilities. What has he done? He stopped, went back, and of course he powered up. But my thing is he can't wait to go. If this is a battle, he can't wait to power up against Rimuru Tempest. He can't sit there and just analyze and then say, "Hey, hold on, let me come back and beat him."
Isn't that all part of knowing what you can do? You know what you're capable of.
Yeah, agreed. Right. But my thing is that with that being said, he's a necromancer. Of course he's going to summon his army, but that's army swallowed up.
Man, bro. Okay, you gotta stop with this swallowed up shit. All right, but for real. All right, I'm gonna intervene. We gonna figure out a way to settle this. All right, so Rimuru Tempest and Sun Jin Woo in an arena together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fighting. So let's just say physical power. They clash swords. Who wins in the show of strength and physical power?
From what I've seen, it would be Sun Jin.
All right. What you got?
Physical. You think physical is going to be hard for me to say because. Is it a no? I'll give you Sun Jin Woo in a sense of raw strength with a sword ability, but I don't believe that he'll be able to strike him down.
All right. So we're not there yet. All right. So Sun Jin Woo wins in the physical strength category. All right. So the next is we're gonna say technical strength, like their ability to use magic or some type of magical abilities. I think their storage of power, like how much like y'all play video games, how much MP they got, like how long can they fight and use their spells and their powers.
So, I think
Rimuru feels infinite. Yeah, his feels infinite. I know he has a cap. We haven't seen it outside of that last fight he had. Yeah. He told the girl, "Hey man, I ain't really have much left. It's just you ran out before I did."
But Sun Jin Woo got a set meter, right? He has a set.
He got a cap. Yeah, he got a cap.
Okay. All right. So Rimuru wins in that category. All right. Last category. When it comes to the limits of their powers, I'm talking about when they have pushed their powers to their farthest extent, who has shown the ability to do more at that level? So like David mentioned, Sun Jin Woo was able to turn back time, create an alternate future, Rimuru Tempest in the anime has shown that he could bring back his entire village back to life. He could resurrect people's lives, as long as their souls haven't drifted too far. But so, I mean, bro, do you feel like you have a better feat than bringing people back from the dead?
I mean, he also can. It is reported that he can stop time. He can stop time, and he can control
very limited.
And he also can do mind control. My thing is that you can't tell me that he wouldn't have Sun Jin Woo under mind control.
Well, see, no. So when it comes to mind control, has he shown unlimited mind control, or was it mind control over people who had weak minds?
Weak minds.
See, and that's so I don't know if mind control would work on Sun Jin, but as a third party, I would have to say that from anime Rimuru, because I know light novel Rimuru, I know some of the things he does later. People ain't seen it yet. I don't want to talk about it, spoil it. But anime Rimuru versus Sun Jin Woo by the end of his series, what we've seen, or even just current anime. I'm sorry, what you call it? Okay, actually, you know what? Because we did use non-animated Sung Jin Woo stuff, so we got to be fair.
Yeah,
Rimuru wins that fight if you use Rimuru's stuff that hasn't been animated yet, because Rimuru is a god basically. He's like he's multiversal, like in power, like so he's a god. So Rimuru wins that fight if you use his extra stuff. But anime only stuff, I would say Sung Jin Woo
anime
probably wins anime only stuff up to this point, because Sung Jin Woo has shown a little bit more of the physical power, like of a 1v1 fight. No, 1v1 physical fight. I think Sung Jin Woo would I think he outdo it. I think he outdo Rimuru, but that's my take.
Yeah,
Damo, what you got?
In the anime version, I'm gonna side with everything you said, but I was gonna say in the manga version, I would say Rimuru got it, but in the anime version, Sung Jin Woo got it, because if they were just fighting until they ran out of whatever their respective energies were, Sung Jin Woo can keep going. Rimuru has blacked out countless times and woken up in a bedroom being nursed. He went back.
Hey, I'll black out and be nursed by her too, though.
When he be naming people, he uses up all his power.
Bingo.
He be blacking out. but y'all make good arguments though. Y'all make good arguments. Yep. All right. So now it's me and Damo. Me and Damo about to go at it. All right. Now, so I'm gonna give my disclaimer. I'm gonna give my disclaimer. Actually, I'm not gonna give a disclaimer. Fuck this shit. All right, we about to go. We ball. All right. So Damo, I'm gonna let you go first. How does Saitama beat Kenpachi Zaraki?
We talking about strength, bro. If Sung Jin Woo swing hard enough, he knocking your sword out your hand. And
no, I'm not talking about Sung Jin Woo. We talking about Kenpachi versus Saitama.
My bad. Saitama. If Saitama swing hard enough, he knocking your sword out your hand. That's all you got. Without Kenpachi's sword, Kenpachi is just a regular civilian.
Okay. All right. Saitama greatest feat that we've seen so far was fighting Garo, right? When he like punched a hole through Jupiter.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
All right. So Kenpachi Zaraki, greatest feat we've seen. He slashed a meteor in two. Now, I'm just gonna say this. Soul Reapers are not bound by conventional rules and laws of physics in a lot of ways, because they are spiritual bodies. So one, Saitama would have to find a way to fight something that exists in the spiritual world, because we've only seen characters that are spiritually aware and are also spiritual bodies fight Soul Reapers. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Hollows. It's like Ichigo can fight a Hollow as a human. He has to fight a Hollow knowing that the Hollow, one, that he can see it. Two, he has to have something that can fight, like he has to be, a Sanbakto or Quincy's. Like you got to have some type of way to fight it. So I see it as that's an obstacle for Saitama to fight against a spiritual being that he can't even perceive. But let's just say he could perceive him, right? Okay. So I think that Soul Reapers also can, like I said, they don't follow the normal laws or physics or rules of physics. I mean, these niggas like can stand in midair without flying. Like they can walk on air. So we've seen Kenpachi, when Grimmy sent him to space, it's like he opened up a gateway into space, sent him through it, and then closed it. Kenpachi broke through like space, like he slashed a rift into like to get out.
Okay.
If you remember when in Dragon Ball Super when Broly and Gogeta was fighting, and you remember they broke through dimensions?
Mm-hmm.
I see it as something similar to that. If Kenpachi can break through dimensions or break through space
and time, that's a little different. That's different.
Okay.
I see it as being a bigger feat to me than punching a hole through Jupiter.
Okay.
But I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying I see it as a bigger feat if you could break through time and space versus punching a hole through Jupiter, or like we remember when Saitama was fighting the alien guy. You remember he got knocked to the moon and he jumped off the moon and left a crater in the moon. So I could see this being a more even fight than one might think.
Absolutely not.
But
no, absolutely
okay,
not.
I got you.
So,
all right, so what you got?
Cutting something in half, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same as making something not exist anymore.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
If you cut your arm, you can sew that back up. You cut a hole in space, it come back together.
Yeah.
You punch a hole through space or a planet, it is gone completely. That's gone. If Saitama punches hard enough, so it's not just as, and another thing, you said spiritual beings, right?
Yeah.
They bleed. Everybody in the Seirei still bleeds as if they still human.
But
you
they're not
get hurt only in their space.
Yeah, they're still spiritual beings. They bleed, but they don't bleed like physical blood.
In the Seirei,
you don't know that they exist.
In the Seirei.
No, even in the human world, like I said, hollows. Normal humans can't see hollows.
Okay.
So I'm saying they can't see soul reapers either.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, I'm saying I will be fair. I'll be fair on that because I feel like that's too much of a MacGuffin. Saitama can perceive him. So let's go with the idea that Saitama can perceive him and harm him.
Let's give ourselves the same scenario. We're in an arena.
Yeah.
Who runs out of energy first?
I don't think either one runs out of energy first. Possibly. I mean, in my opinion, Zaraki, I don't think that he has a limit on how long he can fight.
He has guts. He gonna run out of energy.
Saitama says the same thing. I'm saying, look, I'll give you this. In a physical clash, I think that Saitama, with a serious punch, would probably have more destructive power behind his slashes. Or I'm sorry, his punches. Zaraki.
Then Kenpachi slash.
Yeah, even if he used it, because we ain't even talk about Bankai Kenpachi. Bankai Kenpachi, he is like a berserk. He's like a berserk state, and we ain't even seen the upper limits of what he could do with that.
Right.
We saw him. He fought an immortal person, and and won, but we ain't seen the upper limits of what he could do with that. So we have seen when Kenpachi used his, his Shikai, he slashed a meteor, and we also know that when he uses Kendo, he can do some crazy shit with that Kendo. But the way I see it is that in a physical matchup, Saitama probably would win just because Saitama has shown more destructive feats. He's shown the ability to, do a lot more damage with a serious punch. But I also wonder if Zaraki could cut Saitama because we've never seen Saitama actually bleed. And I think that Kenpachi could actually hurt Saitama. I don't think Saitama's so durable that he couldn't be cut.
Yeah.
I think
so.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, what you got? What y'all think?
Wait, so what's all the scales between strength? Are we doing like strength, speed, like technique?
What's the three categories?
Neither one of them uses any type of magical powers, so I ain't even throw that out.
So it's just so we're going with technique. Who you think
physical strength?
Technique
physical strength and who got the biggest feet? Strength and who got the biggest
physical strength? I'll probably have to go with Saitama, just because D did make a point in a sense that Kenpachi is strong with his sword, but we haven't seen him what he does without his sword.
Yeah.
Who's a better fighter between the two then? Techniques.
Kenpachi probably, if he's trained in, because you got to remember Saitama's a street fighter. He doesn't really. He's a street fighter. Let's call it.
Yeah.
That's like Kimbo Slice in the MMA for the sports people out there.
But you saw what happened when he stepped into the UFC. It was a different story. Yeah.
But my thing is like, but with raw strength, if Saitama catches him with the speed and the strength, with the speed and strength that he has, it could be critical because just like you say, FM, we haven't seen Kenpachi at his full strength, especially with his Bankai. Yeah. We haven't seen Saitama at his full when he's actually trying. Like during the whole entire series that we've seen so far.
And it's hard to measure that because I don't think that we ever will. I think that the idea that Saitama never will be serious is built into the story. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
first of all,
he's a gag character in that way.
Not shooting Deimos down.
Yeah.
Is Saitama even gonna show up to the fight on time? Because usually he's the last one to a battle while everybody's laid out. You know what I'm saying?
But to be fair, Kenpachi also probably would not Kenpachi lowers his strength to the level of his opponent. He
to make it good.
Yeah. Kenpachi savors the battle, so he will not take it serious to start off. So it would be a very
Saitama be doing the same thing. He be trying to hold back, still blow their whole foot off. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we give it to Saitama, man. I can see. I'll acknowledge Saitama's strength, but
Saitama's the cheat code. Though,
he a gag character. He's supposed to be strong, but I don't know if we ever really see Saitama's upper limit of his strength, and that's why it's like you never know. But
it's built into the show.
If we remove the plot armor from Saitama, Kenpachi wins hands down.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, is there any way that Saitama could beat Rimuru in a fight?
Saitama could beat Rimuru?
Yeah, Rimuru. Same things we use with Broad's, argument. Rimuru, light novel Rimuru, who's basically a god.
If you're removing the plot armor, then yes.
Can Saitama be the god?
Plot armor, probably so.
But with a plot armor,
but you can't. But you can't remove plot armor because we're doing them at their peak.
Yeah. It's built
we'll
in.
do the hypothetical. It's like, can Spider-Man be Batman? Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Not with prep time. Not
with plot armor. With plot armor, they always give it to Batman every time. But we know better.
But for real though, can Saitama beat someone who's essentially a god?
I believe he could, just because again, I know you absorb, but absorb him.
Bro, your guy Rimuru, you remember, in order to avoid dying when he was fighting the girl, the girl that they sent to kill him.
Yeah.
Remember he had to make another body.
He did. Yep. And
he had to make another body in order to avoid dying. And the body that she thought she killed was a fake. So does he have? I want to present it like this: Rimuru is godly and he has a lot of abilities, but does he have the time and the resources to stop a serious punch from Saitama thrown at him?
No. I believe he can. I believe he could.
So how would he survive that?
He can't be physically harmed.
Okay. But we've seen him physically harmed though.
We've seen him physically harmed, but his power.
Light novel Rimuru ain't like light novel Rimuru like exists outside of like normal like he different. He different.
But like
he different. He like that nigga Anos from that I'm talking about, that demon school academy, whatever this show is. Like he can do things outside of space time, all that shit. Like
that was like when it comes to Rimuru is one of those guys that they be like, you forget all the stuff he do because they just keep giving him stuff. But that's a writer. The writer he gave him everything that you could possibly have in a manga. You're like, oh, you're doing too much. You're just doing too much.
Okay, that's
it's
true.
not. You can't give a superstar other superstars on a team. Like, of course you're gonna win the chip.
I just look at a serious punch from Saitama as being probably one of the most destructive like attacks we ever seen in anime. Like stronger than a Kamehameha, stronger than stronger than most shit. Like a serious punch. Like he probably could destroy Earth.
I was about to say that if he punched, if he decided to do a serious punch at the Earth,
he'd probably take
Rimuru with him.
Yeah, well, if he just Jupiter's
blew a hole
bigger.
in Jupiter.
Jupiter is like 15 times bigger than Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's like something crazy.
It's like thousands of times bigger than Earth.
Yeah, it's a crazy number bigger than us. and he punched a hole through it. Yeah. So like, I haven't seen anything that
he
Rimuru
holds
has
back
done
a lot. When you think about that,
outside of the light novels, I haven't read any light novels, but up to this point, Rimuru hasn't done anything earth shattering.
Yeah.
As a power set,
reviving people isn't a physical like combat feat. And
yeah, but if he can revive the whole planet, I would be like, oh, that's different. But just Rimuru, the city, we've seen that.
Rimuru ain't shown a lot of big combat feats. You know, like lot like his biggest combat feats was more technical. Like they're not like one-on-one fight things. So
yeah,
the way I see it, man, is that Saitama would probably win most fights with anybody that we put against him. But I could see
just
other characters.
Yeah.
But if you take away the plot armor, other characters could beat them. So we want to move on to the next category. Or y'all feel like there's a good conclusion to that fight?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm content.
Right. Damn, it's crazy, man. We having a respectful debate about characters fighting each other.
Yeah,
characters. That's crazy.
Listen, man, it's something only guys can do. Because don't have this conversation with a lady.
It ain't got. We about to have conversation about the ladies. We're gonna see. Yeah. So, all right. So, next battle is gonna be the strongest woman in anime. Strongest woman in anime. All right, women don't fight us. You know, these are our opinions. But you know, we gonna talk about them. All right, so we're gonna start with you, David. Who you got?
I put Yor up there, but the one I was really looking at was
I think you picked
what's her name?
Genkai. You picked Genkai?
Oh, that was the original one. I switched it.
Oh, you changed it. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, the one I chose. Hold on, I'm going to it.
No, I can fix this.
Yeah, I was stuck between two. It was Olivia Armstrong from Full Metal. You know, what's the name? Sister. She was the only human I seen that fought with people that had powers and was holding her own better than.
I need to fix this then, because I had you at your forger, but
who
you going? I thought your first pick was good. Genkai. But
she was a woman that had powers, that fought people that had powers, and then I don't know what got me to Olivia Armstrong, but I was like, you know, she fought with her brother and was really the reason they won, because even as strong as he was, she was different.
Yeah,
she was a human woman who fought like fisticuffs. I ain't seen nobody with hands like that. Just fisticuffs.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, she ain't gonna be more powerful than somebody, but then I want to see her in just straight hands.
You don't even want to. You don't even want. You ain't see. I feel like you ain't even trying to see like the hands. You just like her. Like you just want to see her fight. You just want to see her.
Yeah.
You doing the shit that people do when they watch the WNBA or they watch like UFC, like women's UFC. Like they just want to see like the pretty athletes competing against each other.
Hey man, yeah, hands is out. I'm a fan of hands. If you got hands, man, because anybody can shoot fireballs, but hands is a little different.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy statement. Anybody can shoot fireballs. All right, who you got, Broad? Mind you, I got all these images up on the screen now, so you know everybody can see y'all picks.
The queen of it all, Sailor Moon. What do I have to say? It's just like Rimuru Tempest. She can purify. Pause.
Oh, wow.
Hey now.
Not pause. That's not a pause. What you mean? That's not a pause.
She was in high school.
I mean, no, come on now.
Hey,
like,
that's
like,
exactly
like,
what getting started.
That's a big argument because I mean, what Sailor Moon? Whatchamacallit? You know,
My thing is, dude,
the adult version of Sailor Moon. What's her name? Serena. Ain't her name? She wasn't even in high school, nigga. Why you say that? Like she.
I thought she was in high school.
That was her. No, that was her. What's her name? You know, like her when they sent her to Earth, like her alter ego identity shit. You know what I'm saying? She was like a whole like queen.
I didn't finish Sailor Moon. Did she have hands? Like for real hands?
Yeah. Sailor Moon got Sailor Moon got hands. Sailor Moon got hands. I'm not talking
about that twirly shit. I'm talking about like.
Sailor Moon don't got hands. But she's powerful though.
She can erase. She can erase niggas from existence.
Yeah, she's
simple as that.
She Sailor Moon. I think when you look at the peak of her strength, with her like all of her powers, she definitely is powerful.
So if you're asking her to fight, she can't fight, but she got
fight.
techniques.
I mean, if she like think about it like this, like he just said, like she could erase like you from existence. Think of like think of like a Hakai. Like you can't really do too much against a Hakai if a Hakai can erase you from like living.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like if you're not trying to do that, then she can't fight.
See, you just want to see you just want to see them fight, and then I mean,
exactly. But if you would, all right, and then I'll give you my my option B. If I'll give you my option B, if you want to take Sailor Moon, I put Android 18,
and she a beast
as my B. But I'm going with Sailor Moon though. I'm going with Sailor Moon. Yeah. But if you want somebody with hands, I'm going with 18. But Sailor Moon,
I never finished Sailor Moon. It was too many rolls throwing.
Y'all gonna y'all gonna like dress them up in like little outfits like when they fight?
No sir. No sir, okay. No sir. I'm not no
because I feel like y'all just picking based off like aesthetics too. Because like y'all done pick two pretty women, you know. Like
I mean,
and two pretty blonde women at that. What's up with these blondes?
Well, hey, like, I was gonna go with your at first, but I just because yours is amazing.
Well, man, all right, who Damo? What you got? What you got for us, Damo?
If I do. Kaguya Otsutsuki.
Who the hell? Who is that?
Otsutsuki.
The motherfucker who popped up at the end of Naruto, out the blue, when Madara was busy whooping everybody's asses.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Keep going.
And the only reason I say this is because, for one, she can create multiple dimensions out of thin air.
Mm-hmm.
She can transfer you to them dimensions. It don't matter what kind of dimension it is. She can put you wherever the gravity is low or high. If it ain't got no air there, she can put you in a body of water. She can do whatever she want to do with you. She can take the chakra from the entire planet, so she can suck energy. Pause.
Oh, yo, that's the name of the episode. Yo.
The last thing is, she technically didn't get killed. They had to seal her away, so she also has not really been defeated before.
All right. That's it. That's what you got.
That's all I got.
All right.
She did kind of come out of nowhere too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, my pick is gonna be Marioliana Vermilion, from Black Clover.
Okay.
You know, so
hands.
That's crazy. You said they throw hands, but they throw books.
Straight hand. No, bro. You gotta see about her, bro. You gotta see about her. Her first introduction, as far as like her first big real fight, was against like three. It was three niggas who was extremely overpowered for like as far as compared to all the other characters during the time. It was elves. You know, these elves invaded, and it was three different elves, and she was throwing hands with all of them, losing, mind you, but like putting up an insanely good fight against three extremely powerful people. I'm gonna throw this out there too. She ain't never fought a fair fight.
Nope.
Every single time she's the underdog. She is always the underdog every time she go into a fight, and she throws hands. I'm telling you. And then so also as far as her greatest feat, I want to say it was it's the arc that they're about to animate on the anime right now. She fights against a giant demon. Y'all know in Black Clover, y'all know that demon that had the it's just like a big ass demon corpse that's sitting out in the middle of nowhere in Black Clover. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I do not. No, I ain't see that.
Y'all seen it? Y'all remember it? It was literally in like the first.
Oh
episode.
Yeah. It's the first episode.
It's literally you remember the wizard skeleton? King, the former wizard king fought a demon, and that's how he became famous, like a famous wizard king or whatever. Like, so that demon come back to life, and she fights it, an ancient demon, and she uses a technique where she becomes pure fire. she becomes fire, like a Logia, like Ace. She literally like has like Ace's powers essentially, but with better hands. Because Ace died.
Well, Ace
bro?
didn't. Yeah, man, that's a sore. That's a harsh spot.
Ace died. Ace ain't have
Ace
hands.
didn't get his chance to fight though.
Ace ain't have hands like that.
I mean, they ain't letting him get his hands out.
Ace lost the bet to Blackbeard.
I mean, Blackbeard is the truth though.
That's before Blackbeard got the second devil fruit. So,
but the first one was a little OP.
Ace lost.
That's true.
And died.
But he was fighting the uphill battle like she was.
To a nigga with magma. And lost and died.
They said it was hotter.
Hey,
Mario Leona's still alive. So that's my girl. That's my girl. I'm taking her every day. Okay. All right. So we could do a matchup that we ain't done yet. Me and Broad. Mario Leona versus Sailor Moon. What you thinking, Broad? What you thinking?
Bro, if she don't, first of all, Sailor Moon's smarter than that.
Smarter than what?
Sailor Moon's smarter than that.
She's smart enough to run.
Bro, why is she running if she don't exist?
When Sailor Moon see Mario Leona walking her way, she probably turned the other way.
That's crazy. Why is she running away when she don't exist?
You can't make Mario like not exist. Like you using this one power to justify why Sailor Moon should win. And this is a fight. This is a Sailor Moon, because she just launched that shit without talking.
Well,
without
you know
thinking.
What it is? Like you said, if it's the tournament of power, remember they say you can't kill each other. You can't.
No. This is a fight to the death. This is a fight to the death.
But you gotta remember,
we just using their arena. We use the tournament of power.
So remember, her soul power is time based, but one, she's erasing anybody that's stronger than God tier level or poses herself as God tier level. And then on top of that, her other power is that she beats chaos. Anything that's considered chaos, she beats. And then let's be realistic. Shawty turned it into a whole campfire. Let's throw water on Shawty, man, and call this shit a wrap.
That's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work.
But my thing is like you break up the fact that we can't go off of the soul power, but we're using every power on the other side of the spectrum.
Broad.
We still can't erase the fact that she's gonna get erased from time.
Broad, have you ever heard
anime?
Broad, have you ever heard of a speed blitz? Have you ever heard of a speed blitz?
Hey,
wait,
if you're not fast enough
to erase, is she able to erase gods too? Or if you're on her power, so if you're at her power, she can still erase you. You can't stop her.
But no, not at all. She erases everything that's on God tier level.
But do she gotta do a whole dance and shit to get the attack off? Like, bro, it's like Mario Leona don't play. She don't do all that. She will speed blitz you and then like laugh about the shit when you're down, like when you're dead, and she'll laugh about it. Like, guess you weren't. She will literally disrespect you.
She's not gonna let Sailor Moon change her clothes.
In the middle of the transformation sequence, she will be gone.
Wouldn't she show up to the fight already transformed?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the transformation is part of like Sailor Moon's like character. Like
her aesthetic.
She has to do the transformation. Like you can't. That's like the Power Rangers. Like, you gotta let me do it's morphin' time.
Morphin' time. Yeah.
You got to do the whole thing.
So my thing is that she had. So I just researched more stuff. So you bring back speed blitzing. You bring up speed blitzing as your thing.
Yeah.
One of her powers actually lets her reject speed blitzing by creating barriers and regeneration. So she already has that put on stop. She can seal away. She can also seal away immortal beings, and then she can heal herself at the same time while she's fighting.
So even if she could seal away immortal beings, but what if Kenpachi rips right through time and space?
It's not Kenpachi. It's Mario.
I'm just saying, but like, to have that power, if somebody has a counter to her.
I just feel like Sailor Moon is not immortal. She don't got no regeneration feats. Like she can't like she don't got.
But she can heal. She can heal.
She don't heal herself.
Yeah, she can heal herself.
Like
She
instant,
probably could,
like
but it's
instant
not
regeneration.
instant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
got
has
instant
regeneration.
regeneration. I ain't never. You might know a little bit more about Sailor Moon. Than I ain't never seen no instant regeneration in no Sailor Moon verse.
Yo,
Like these,
from what
I
I'm
just look at
from,
it broad. I understand where you're coming from, broad. Sailor Moon is very similar to what we were just arguing about Rimuru. Is that if you have the powers to kill a god, reject a god, whatever it may be, that is a strong power. But we're talking about a fight between two people. All that go out the window if you can't get the attack off quick enough, or if I can kill you faster than you can regenerate. So a lot of these characters,
you know what it is,
don't stand that test.
It brings up that thing where you was like, would you want to do hand signs or
incantation?
A long incantation.
Yeah.
Most of us know a long incantation in a real fight might not go over so well.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Hand signs. We have seen some fast ass hand signs. Niggas like some of the niggas in Naruto be doing hand signs like see like the hand signs are pretty quick. What is it? When Sasuke does the fireball jutsu and he literally does like blow like that's it. And we've seen what I mean. Well, you remember when Kakashi and Zabuza was battling, and you remember Zabuza and Kakashi. Zabuza was like, Kakashi, you copying all my hand signs because he was trying to like summon like that water like dragon or whatever, you know. And he was like, this nigga copying all my hand signs, and so the hand sign stuff be fast. But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Is that in a Sailor Moon can do a lot, but in a fight, I don't think that she win in that fight. That's just me though.
I think she has it in power, but if you was like outside of, hey, I can just wipe you off before you even come to the arena. I don't know.
That's like you put who's one of the greatest MMA fighters ever.
It was Ronda Rousey at one point in time.
No, and I'm talking about male.
John Jones.
All right, all right. That's like if you say let's put John Jones against Donald Trump, and it's like Donald Trump has the full power of the U.S. military, but can he mobilize them niggas before John Jones is at this nigga neck? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take all the powers into account if you ain't got enough time to summon them and use them, even though you got more in your more resources. So I think Sailor Moon, she got more resources, but she ain't gonna have enough time.
Especially next time we do something like this, like who has a deeper bag? Like you know how some people have a deep bag of techniques. I think that's where Sailor Moon bag.
Sailor Moon probably got a
deeper bag. Yeah,
Mario Leona's got hands.
Right. Yeah, there's always a difference between how deep is somebody's bag of tricks opposed to if we just throw y'all down right now. Yeah. Y'all within arm's reach of each other. Who gonna win?
All right. Well, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next one. All right. Damo versus David. Kaguya versus. Nah, I feel like David. I feel like you're already conceding this one, but go on. Try it.
All right. Conceded this one.
Kaguya a bad bitch. Kaguya
that's
is
what I'm
bad.
saying.
That's
a
bad
little
bitch
different.
right there.
Yeah, I would have. You know how much I would have to take away from her to even make it even. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, what you call it? She would. That's one of them speed blitz type of situations. Kaguya would probably speed blitz any normal human with a truth seeking orb. You know, and that's pretty much it. There's one truth seeking orb, and that's it.
She would have to do the Kenpachi and like, you know what, I'm gonna fight you on your level to even for this to even.
Kaguya tried to kill Naruto and Sasuke.
She not doing nothing for the honor at all. She not fighting for the love of the game. She finna go and eviscerate you, and that'll be it.
Even if I would have stuck with if I would have stuck with Genkai ain't even on that level. Even when she was at her young self.
But
I just feel like
Kaguya was
just a better character.
But look, Kaguya was definitely serious from the very beginning of that fight with Naruto and Sasuke. Like I don't think that there was a moment where she was like, let me take it easy on these kids. Like she was very, very much so like, damn, y'all didn't die from this. Damn, shit. Let me try something more. She took her to another dimension, and like she was very serious. So yeah, Kaguya a bad bitch. I mean, out of all the ones that we named, I'd say Kaguya probably beaten out by like Mario Leona and Sailor Moon.
Probably not no. See, the thing about Kaguya is, like, although she don't have to use hand signals to use jutsus, and although she is fast,
we ain't all, but we also ain't seen Mario Leona. I don't know if Mario Leona can survive a being like in a vacuum or something like that, because Kaguya can control space.
She true. So, but yeah, that's what I was gonna get at.
Just send you to another dimension.
If Mel, I'm gonna just say Mel because that name gonna fuck me up. If Mel can get off fast enough with a speed blitz, she'll whoop Kaguya ass because Kaguya ain't really got no hands.
Yeah, I just feel like Kaguya would do some fuck shit, like send her to another dimension where there's no air. Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like I just feel like it wouldn't be much of a competition in that. Like it would be very quick. Like you remember how quick she teleported Naruto and Sasuke? They didn't even know that they was about to be teleported. She like opened up portals and like sent them off. Like same shit that Obito be doing. Like open up a portal, you're gone. So I don't know, man. It's hard, but I don't think that Kaguya would be able to. I'm sorry, I don't think that Mario Leone or Sailor Moon would be able to get they shit off quick enough. Like a punch. Like, is it Kaguya also like her body, like you can't like hit it?
Nope.
Can't she do this the Rinnegan shit where she can make her body intangible? Yeah, that'll be hard.
You gotta wish her away. Though I said, bro, Kaguya was never really defeated. They had to pretty much wish her away like they did with Boo.
Yeah. All right, well shit. Damon won that one. All right, so next category. So next category is the strongest humans with no powers. David, I don't think I got another pick from you. I need another pick from you on that one because you picked.
Didn't I pick Baki?
You did pick Baki. You're right. So yeah, all right. So cool. All right. Strongest humans with no powers. We're gonna do this one like a battle royale. We ain't gonna do 1v1s. This is gonna be a battle royale. So you got Rock Lee, my guy, Baki, Mike guy. Who wins?
Wait, did I pick Baki too?
You picked Baki too. So
I gotta throw that one up then.
All right, Dan. What you got? What you got, Damo?
I don't know yet. Y'all do y'all's, and
This is a battle royale.
It's a battle royale.
All at one time. They all in the arena. All in the arena at the same time. All of them strong.
All right, we're gonna do Baki Daddy.
Okay. All right. Damn. So literally, this is gonna be like masters versus students. Almost kind of like. All right. So with that being said, then what y'all think?
I think Baki was going to be my first choice too, but I didn't want to come out with the obvious.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to justify my guy, even though my guy does, he does have the hands. But damn, it's hard to go against Baki when
it is.
Because bro, really, especially his daddy too. Because like the one scene where they was killing people with long strands of hair, like nigga, what?
Yeah, you got hard in your hair, hard in your hair, like a needle.
I can't do that. I see. I'm gonna have to concede on this one. I'm gonna have to concede on this one and be smart.
Yeah, Baki is ridiculous.
I mean, it is, bro. Like, why you give up? Why you give up like that when you know Mike Guy got the 8 inner gates in his back pocket? Like,
because of what the title said, no powers.
I mean, but the 8 inner gates. I mean, okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. The 8 inner gates is not a power. I mean, it is a power, but it's not power. Because I feel like the 8 inner gates is like a rejection of power. It's like you're literally like opening up your whatchamacallit, your like chakra, but like you're only giving yourself physical like boosts.
Yeah, that's
so I mean,
but it's not his base form.
Okay, I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well,
because that's his Baki.
technically you can still do the 8 because the 8 inner gates would technically be almost like the equivalent of Rock Lee removed his weight. See, base form would be what him not having the weights on.
Nah, you remember Damo? You remember Rock Lee did use several of the gates before he even got to the end of that fight. You remember he before he turned, before he did like his little transformation,
right?
That was like the 4th gate. He had to open up the first 3 gates just to do the primary Lotus.
But the gates are just essentially just
limit breakers.
Yeah, it's just it's still
it's still
you.
Yeah.
So
the Mike guy might be the single-handedly greatest human feat I've seen in anime.
Yeah. But he gonna die doing it, so
Yeah, that's the only.
Do you make it to the next tier of this list after you do that?
That means everybody's.
It's a battle royale. So you eliminate everybody, but you die in the process.
Well, the thing is, with people like him, if you can survive it, he'll kill himself.
Okay, but wait, all right. So what if you don't got to open up all 8 inner gates? Like, what if you own because we've seen what Rock Lee could do opening up 4. But Gaara only survived because he's Gaara. like anybody else, if you had put Rock Lee against anybody else in the Chunin exam, they would have been so down bad, it wouldn't even been funny.
Yeah.
Neji wouldn't have stood a chance.
He might not even have to take off the weights.
So
because look how fast he was with the weights on.
I feel like he was moving at light speed. I don't know. I mean, he was the way he was moving. He's like dashing.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe I don't think no characters. I don't know if characters in Naruto move it like that. Do they move it like speed? I think speed of sound. They can move the speed of sound because they mentioned that like in the first arc. You remember in the Chunin exam. You remember the old dude. His power was like sound based.
Yeah.
But so I think they move probably at the speed of sound, but I don't know if they move the speed of light. I mean, Minato can move at the speed of light, but he has to use his little kunai things to do that.
But that's more like teleportation opposed to physical just movement.
Yeah, Rock Lee,
right.
Like, can they move without their power? Rock Lee can move without his powers at the speed of sound. No technique, no nothing.
Yeah,
that's true.
Imagine fighting somebody and all you hear is whistling and he's popping up all across the room.
All right. Well, do we assume that Mike Guy could do everything that Rock Lee could?
Yes.
Yes, okay. But on a more powerful scale.
So then we take Rock Lee out. So Rock Lee first one to go down, or is Rock Lee or Baki the first one to go down?
Stop playing, man. Why are you doing this?
I'm just saying. To me, it seemed like it's gonna be Yujiro versus Mike Guy.
No, it is literally gonna be Baki and his daddy.
Wait,
yeah, because Rock Lee and Guy gonna take each other out.
No,
because they have to.
I guess I'm just saying.
Because if
Baki's
you're Guy,
his hair and taking everybody out.
if you're Guy, you can't leave Rock Lee out there while you try to handle somebody else, and he come get you. So they're gonna have to handle each other, and by then they're gonna be at 8 gates, and it's gonna be a wrap.
So. so the understanding is that Mike Guy wins it all, no matter what. But that
you would think by the time he would even finish Rock Lee off.
Y'all not giving like these niggas like Mike Guy fought Madara, bro. Who else is even like that? Who else even like that?
Did he put a dent in Madara though? Did he put a dent in Madara though?
He did.
He K'd his chest in. He K'd that man chest in.
He gave Madara the fear of death. What are you talking about?
He gave Madara probably the best fight.
As a matter of fact,
that's so sad.
The last hit he did on Madara disintegrated most of his body, but Madara had the ability to rejuvenate.
Yeah, but didn't Madara say he was like you? Like he give him his props?
Yeah, he did.
He was like, I didn't even know that you like somebody could do some shit like this. Like he was
I remember watching it. That's just sad.
Yeah. So
Guy is crazy.
I think Mike Guy takes that fight.
Yeah, Mike Guy got it. Yeah. Mike Guy got it. And I was gonna even say if Mike Guy didn't have it, then Baki got it because Wait,
can Baki beat Yujiro? I don't know. Yeah.
They fought. Baki kept losing.
They fought in the anime.
He lost to his dad a lot. And then he finally kind of won, but then he lost. But you gotta think about it. Baki still he's like a teenager, bro. He still got.
He's not even a grown man
okay,
yet. Yeah.
So you're saying his potential is greater.
By the time he gets to like 25, he's gonna be able to beat his daddy.
So if it ain't Mike guy, it's gonna be Mikey, but it's Mike guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a crazy thought, like to think about, like you like trying to run the fade with your dad like every year for the rest of your life until you beat his ass. Like
goals.
Like could y'all imagine y'all Damon, could you imagine your son trying to run a fade with you every year for the rest of his life, coming for you?
That's why me and Broad finna start working out next week, because I don't even want to fathom the idea of him raising up to me. I can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. Can't do it.
All right. So next category, man. Strongest villains. You know, we gonna make this some
battle royale style.
We can do
battle royale style. We running up on 2 hours, so probably about 15-20 more minutes left in the podcast. So yeah, let's do a battle royale style, man. I got Aizen Sosuke. Nemo got Dio Brando. Broad got Sukuna. Sukuna. Hey, all right, hey, Broad. Which form of Sukuna you got? You got the one that's like the one that Yuji, like the one from Shibuya, or you got the one from, like in the end of the series? Because
I can't say because I don't know end of the series.
Oh damn, that sucks. All right, well you use the Shibuya Sukuna. All right,
I use Shibuya.
And then Ainzo Gown.
Yeah, Ainzo. Yeah, hey, that's my dude, man.
Can we also throw Kid Buu as an honorable mention in there, because we can't go greatest villains without Kid Buu in there.
All right, we throw Kid Buu in there.
Man, Dragon Ball has a lot of good villains.
All right,
but ain't nobody topping Kid Buu though.
I'm gonna go first. So very difficult, not really difficult at all. Aizen Sosuke, I feel like taking the cake on all of this shit. I will say, one, he is the strongest character in Bleach next to Yuak, but Yuak took the power of the Soul King to become the strongest he was. He was afraid of Aizen. That's why he didn't even want Aizen to be like to play a part in this little war. He was like, hey, like come with me. He didn't even want to fight the nigga. So, but Aizen spams Kido is Hado. No, Hado is Hado. I forgot which number it is, but it's Hado something. But it's it creates a black coffin that's basically like it's a vacuum. It's a vacuum, and so inside the like the box, there's no air, no nothing. It's like a vacuum of space, and so it could kill you. He spams that. That's one of his easiest techniques that he can use. Now, I don't think Dio can survive that. And if you want to talk about Dio's speed or time stopping or anything like that,
out of everybody that y'all chose, Dio is last.
Okay,
Dio's last, bro.
I'm gonna get there. But I'm gonna say Aizen. If anybody can survive a black, like a black hole or whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it, black coffin, that's cool. All right. So then we move to the next thing. Kyoka Suigetsu. So anybody who's seen Kyoka Suigetsu's Shikai release is under complete hypnosis. And I don't know if y'all niggas, I know y'all niggas have seen Bleach. Complete hypnosis is complete hypnosis. But let's just say that these niggas ain't seen the activation ritual, because I think he has like an activation ritual, which I don't think that's true, because we've seen other instances where he's used it. Remember, he used it on Baragon. Remember when he first invaded Wikomundo? He made Baragon think that Baragon won, and then he shattered the illusion, and Baragon's whole entire army was dead. That's the first time he had ever seen that nigga. So I think that Kyoka Suigetsu is enough to outdo anything that the other three could do, because that's complete hypnosis, and you can't do anything about it. Complete hypnosis is literally all 5 of your senses. But if I had to say anybody, I think Ainzo Gown would probably give him the best competition, because Ainzo Gown has his bag is insane.
718 different spells.
But Ainzo Gown need prep time. He need prep time. You remember? Yeah, so
sometimes he's one of the ones who got a deep bag.
Yeah,
718 different spells is a little crazy.
Yeah, but I'm saying he need prep time because he remember he is a lot of setup he had to do a lot of things he did. Like he had to do a lot of setup. You remember when old girl got mind control and he didn't know if he could beat her, and so he had to like set up a whole lot of contingencies. And he had he had to go pull magical items out of his vault and shit. Like he had to do a whole bunch of stuff to ensure that he won.
The vampire girl.
Yeah. So I just see it as Irons O'Gowan got the deepest bag, but he also has to do the most prep time to ensure
as long as he knows
he can use the whole bag.
Yeah, if you drop him into the arena, he can make it interesting.
If you drop him into the arena with none of his special items and shit, like he don't got access to his vault, I don't know. But
if he knows he's coming to the fight, he's gonna be a problem.
The Sakuna and Dio even compete.
Yes. And I can tell you how. I've done my research. I was prepared.
Okay.
Sukuna could actually take out all three while you playing, especially Aizen. Do you want? Let's start with Dio Brando, wiped off, no hesitation.
Wait. Dio can stop time, right?
Yeah, but the domain expansion.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a guaranteed domain expansion. Domain expansion is a guaranteed hit.
It's not a guaranteed hit.
Dio,
you remember they okay. So Broad, it's not a guaranteed hit because you can counter it. I'm not gonna talk about Sakuna's specific feats, but later on in the series, we find out that domain expansions can be countered.
Yes,
but there's a restrictive. It's very restrictive. It's very restrictive.
Okay.
You can counter a domain expansion by using what they call simple domain. You remember what that girl with the blue hair used when she can sense anything within a certain radius of her sword? A simple domain. If you can make a simple domain at the time of a domain expansion, you can protect yourself from a domain expansion. But it's like very, 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 very restrictive. It's not.
That's taking on the versus abilities. Dio can take on a simple domain, and I would also like to add on to the fact. I know I'm going against my character by saying this, but for obvious reasons, if Dio did use time, if he did pause time, what is he gonna do? Do a order, and punch a bunch of holes in Sukuna?
Yeah, he's not powerful enough.
Sukuna almost, unless he does something like a heavenly slash on all his hearts or something like that, it's not gonna win. And I say that because Sukuna has almost instantaneous reverse curse technique, and he'll heal from it.
That's true.
And he'll just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so
I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
I was just gonna say with Aizen, all he has to do is just keep pride, because you got to remember the cleave is the cleave power ability that he has is always subjected to adapt while it's being used. So with Aizen, all he has to do is just continuously add. That's the issue that Ichigo basically did with Aizen. Continuously added pressure on Aizen. Aizen doesn't function under pressure.
No, that's far from name from true. Aizen is immortal. You know that, right? I that's why they have to seal him.
I guess now
they have
I know
to
that
seal
he's
him
immortal.
Yeah, they have to seal him in that chair in the bottom of that prison because he's immortal. You can't kill him.
He got hold of that Hogyoku.
Yeah, even the Mugetsu, when Ichigo slashed him with Mugetsu, he healed. He actually healed from that.
They had to seal him away.
Yeah, so they have to seal him. So he's immortal. So I don't know. I don't know if physical damage would work. I feel like the only thing, that's why I say Irons O'Gowan would be the only competition, because Irons O'Gowan has the ability to seal him, would have the ability to possibly seal him. I don't think that Sukuna could seal Aizen away.
Yeah, well, it sounds like David is on you.
Yeah,
I could probably seal Sukuna away too. He got sealed now. That's what we watching.
Damn, that's actually
like there's a reason why he's not alive. He got sealed at full power once.
That's true. I wonder, and they never said who sealed him.
Nope.
No,
I wonder if it was the previous user of the 6 eyes or whatever. You know,
They
like
never mentioned it, but
Gojo's predecessor.
He's sealed now.
It sounds like FM won this round.
Yep. Yeah.
This is my first round, bro. So I mean, you know, I'm happy. My first one.
Well, David, you got to win the last one, dog.
Oh no, David lost already. He picked 2B Hero X universe.
Yeah.
Hey man, I go with the best fight.
Hey, look, I will say this though. I will say that the Broad, you might actually be the low key winner of this one, because I recently played the new Digimon game some months ago, and a lot of them Digimon are like gods. They're like gods. They're like literal gods. Like,
let's get into it, dog.
The Egyptian gods from Yu-Gi-Oh! Wouldn't stand a chance, and Pokemon definitely wouldn't stand a chance.
You gotta let the crowd know, man. Let's get into it.
You have to get like Arceus or some shit from Pokemon to fight Digimon characters. All right, so the last category is gonna be basically an actual tournament of power between anime universes. You can pick your strongest characters to represent your team, but we're not gonna go through that in depth because we already have went through a lot of other stuff already. But just take your verse, how powerful they are, strongest folks. I got Bleach. Demo got Dragon Ball.
Super.
I ain't want to go with Dragon Ball because they already had a tournament of power.
No matter. Throw them in there. We got Zeno over here.
But so you would adjust your team to be like to take Krillin and Master Roshi and all them off and throw like Jiren and hit.
We taking the entire verse.
Okay. All right. Well, we taking the entire verse.
The only person I really cared about adding was Zeno. That was it.
All right. So we're gonna take Soul King, Zeno, folks like them out of the discussion. That ain't fair. That ain't fair, bro. That ain't we can't use God in a fight. All right. Yeah. And then Digimon for Broad, which, like I said, Digimon is.
I don't know enough about the new Digimon.
It ain't no new Digimon. These are all old Digimon, bro.
They recapped it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying
I'm talking about. Played is some of the new.
That's a new game, no, but they haven't really added a lot of new Digimon over the year. Like, bro, they still working with the same. You know how Pokemon add 100 new Pokemon every generation? Yeah. Digimon don't do that, bro. Digimon add like.
Have you watched the new Digimon anime?
Beat Break? I haven't watched Beat Break, but
I like it. I watched. Yeah. I'm like 3 episodes in.
Yeah, I haven't watched Beat Break, but yeah, Digimon they working with the same bag they was working with like 10 years ago. Like, so you know, War Greymon, Omnimon. Look, Omnimon is the GOAT. Okay, Omnimon is the GOAT,
and that's who I was gonna go with.
Yeah, what you call it, the Holy Knights. The Digimon.
Alphamon.
Alphamon.
Yeah,
Alphamon. Look, if you know that the Holy Knights are all
Jessmon.
Yep.
Like I said, and you gotta go off of fact. I hate to keep using this just like in the other battles, but I was reading on like Omnimon's powers. He literally again deletes people, and then also on top of that, he scales his powers above his enemies.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Can he turn the animation into 2D like my ex?
Yeah, he do.
That seems like more of an aesthetic advantage.
I'm just saying.
Look. If I'm fighting you and you turn the animation from 3D to 2D,
I'm gonna laugh you to the wall.
I'm just gonna laugh at you.
I can move you to the wall.
Man, I help Piccolo take the batteries out your Digivice, and ain't no more Omnimon. How about this?
No, Omnimon don't require a Digivice to Digivolve into Omnimon.
Don't they gotta power up to like most of the Digimon gotta evolve, right?
They don't. So I if Broad don't break it down, I'll break it down because I just played the game.
You take
they can one. You got DNA Digivolution. That's what Agumon and Gabumon do when they go straight from rookie to Omnimon. They can do that.
So how do they do that?
They can do that. It's called DNA Digivolution. That's the name of it. It's not plot armor. That's literally what they do, nigga. It's
so
DNA.
When the fights start, they could just evolve.
They can immediately merge into Omnimon. They can go straight from rookie.
So you just keep them away from each other, right?
Mega. No, I mean that don't.
You said merge. You said
yeah. Well, they have to merge.
I ain't never seen it.
They have
so
to merge.
If those two, if they don't merge, they don't become that.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. So you trying to say that? See, this ain't like no fusion dance shit. Okay.
And then send the other one.
This ain't like no fusion dance shit. Okay. These niggas instantaneously merge. Okay.
Yeah, but if I snap my fingers,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, could they touch? They might not be able to touch each other.
All you can do is snap your fingers and turn 2D to 3D. I don't understand how that's a flex.
I'm just saying, if their ultimate power, if your ultimate power is stopped,
your ultimate power is a magic trick. Your ultimate power is you bet you doing magic tricks and shit, David. If
your power is stopped by separation, that's a that's a pretty big weakness. Just keep y'all away from each other.
Okay. David doing magic tricks and changing animation styles and shit, hey. and you dealing with Digimon gods.
Yeah, you gotta keep away for a little while.
To do what? Forever?
Just you got forever. Well, as long as you separate them, then the rest of the people on my crew can take over.
It's a fight to the death. No, ain't nobody in 2B Hero X fighting a Digimon. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, wiped off.
A champion level Digimon is like a city level threat.
Don't that nigga get his powers by his fans? Ain't no fans in the arena, nigga. He getting cooked.
Yeah, true. Everybody in 2B Hero X get their powers from. Well, I mean,
technically they don't.
I mean, they do though. They get trust value. That's the trust value.
It's the trust value, but it's a lie they've been telling them to keep them under control.
David, I didn't even think you was gonna make this hard of an argument for 2B Hero X.
I'm just being a natural contrary.
When you present it with Soul Reapers, what you call it, Saiyans and Digimon, and you got humans with superpowers.
Extreme superpowers. But yeah, the fights are better outside of Dragon Balls.
You gonna try to fight for your people, huh?
Hey man, when it come to hands, there ain't many people competing with the show itself. Right.
Well, look, I would say, Digimon gets it. If you look at once again, Digimon, they got the biggest bags. Digimon got the biggest bags.
You think they're gonna beat Dragon Ball?
Yes, because Digimon, like,
how
so you know how I said they have the whole universes. The digital world, the digital world.
No, digital world don't count.
Okay, the digital world is a universe. It's a parallel world from the.
No, man, we talking about universes like galaxies.
Okay, all right.
Not the internet.
That's crazy. You a hater.
The internet get broke every other day, but the internet really don't be broke.
Yeah, hater, because we was talking about one week we was talking about Gurren Lagann and Gurren Lagann being like universal because he can just keep upgrading his mech, like so Digimon. So you talk about the strongest Digimon out there. You
like the internet can't even exist if the planet don't exist.
They can.
Where?
Okay, all right. This is in Digimon universe. Yes, that they can exist. I don't know. I like having recently played it. Have played this game, and also like because I played the game, I did some like some deeper digging into Digimon, and now that I know, I'm like I didn't know that they was like that because I always like Pokemon. I like Digimon a little bit. I like Pokemon. And I was like, oh well, like nigga, like a Charizard versus a Charizard can't even fight Greymon.
Nope. No, I know that.
Nah, Pokemon is more popular, but
yeah. So it's like I look at it like Mega Digimon are demigods at least, gods at most.
and then, hey, David, can I say something? Can I say something about your comment?
Yeah.
Which one?
The Pokemon is Pokemon.
Popular. Yeah.
Pokemon is more popular in the games, but if you really look at the show, Digimon edges them out by far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the show definitely, because Pokemon ain't serious enough. For whatever reason they never tried to be, which is so tragic, and they're doing them a disservice.
That what's so funny is that Pokemon is actually hella serious. I'll say this before we wrap it up. We gotta give a little 5 minutes before we wrap it up. But I was gonna say, man, I've been recently playing the Pokemon games. I told Damo, I pulled out my Nintendo Switch Lite and I've been playing all the Pokemon games on the Switch. And I didn't know that a lot of these Pokemon got some real dark like shit. Like these Pokedex entries be dark as fuck.
So I was great to say that when you read the Pokedex entry, you be like, hey, this is supposed to be way more serious, especially when you talk about like the Gengars and all them and Hauntars.
Some of these Pokemon like kill people. What you call it? Yveltal from Yveltal from Generation 6, I think. X and Y. It's like the embodiment of like destruction.
Bruh, Drifloon takes kids away from their family. Floats away. It's a balloon. It drifts. It finds lost kids and it drifts them away. Takes them away.
Who was it? Who's that big one? That big whale looking one? Like every time he come up,
Whalmer.
No, not that one. It's a legendary one.
Kyogre.
Yeah. Every time he comes, it's supposed to be a hurricane.
He can flood. He can flood the planet.
Flood the planet. There we go. Yeah, like when you think about it, you're like, hey man, this is some cataclysmic.
The backstory is a Ho-Oh and the three Roman Pokemon, legendary Pokemon from
Ho-Oh, Lugia, and
the three Roman ones. You remember from
Suicune and Raikou. Apparently, it was 3 dogs that died in a big building, and they
died in a fire, and Ho-Oh revived them.
Speaking, they said it was Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon.
And then you remember the three legendary heroes from Black and White. You remember they turned into dogs. They turned into like little dogs. Like it's a lot of death and like reincarnation and shit in Pokemon. But like kids ain't gonna understand that. I was watching Pokemon. I was watching Pokemon with my son the other day, man, and all he can remember is Captain Pikachu. That's all he remember.
Yep.
That's all he think about. Pikachu.
Really?
Yeah, that's all I think about, bro. He not like me, man. He not like us. I be trying to put him on, and all he want to do is watch number blocks. So, we gonna see it in a couple of years, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, don't do that.
I'm already hooked.
I hear that shit every day. But yeah, man, y'all got anything else to say, man? I guess do y'all feel like y'all's characters was done justice? Y'all feel like we came to the right conclusions?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't like fighting,
man, look,
get your ass on.
Hands, man.
Yeah, hands matter a lot, bro. Hands matter a lot.
One more quick plug before we sign off on here. For future audience, the Anime Unc podcast will be partnering with the Underground Network in the future. It's going to be doing some giveaways. We're also going to be collecting some things for child shelters and group homes. So look out for those things coming forward, and those notifications coming forward too.
You want something nice for the kids, man?
Yes, sir.
Gotta help out the community, especially now.
Definitely.
Man, definitely now.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit. I feel like it's been a very productive conversation, man. One of the most respectful, productive versus battle conversations I have been part of, because niggas be wanting to fight to justify their argument.
We'll argue some more in the group chat. I don't want to cuss y'all out on this live stream.
Damn, bro. Why I gotta be like that, man? So remove this nigga from the group chat right quick before you get a chance.
They can kick me out
before you get a chance to hit us up. All right, well, Damo, go and close it out, man.
That was it for episode 8. Make sure I got it right. Episode 8 of the Anime Uncs podcast. We debated fist versus superpowers. We had our 1v1s. I really think that it went well. We're going to argue some more later on. If y'all got some suggestions about what we should do in the next episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe in the comments. do that for us. Thank you.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you if you is lost.